California Governor Gavin Newsom just pulled the biggest brain move I think I have ever seen. And I'm not even being like sarcastic or memeing like he actually did something really dumb. Like, no, this is actually pretty genius. So, as you may or may not know, Trump had sued the IRS for $10 billion, a department that he controls, by the way. Like, he appoints the head of the Treasury, which the Treasury Department is, the IRS falls under the Treasury Department. I mean, which doesn't really matter because he also appoints the head of the IRS. He even admitted himself that, like, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like I'm suing myself. I the decision, like, I'll be signing the paper. It is kind of weird.
It's interesting because I'm the one that makes a decision, right? And, that decision would have to go across my desk. And it's awfully strange to make a decision where I'm paying myself.
Anyways, so he settled with himself for a whopping $1.776 billion that is essentially going to be used as a slush fund that can be paid to anyone that they deem that was politically targeted by the Biden administration. So that includes January 6th insurrectionists and any other fraudster that they went after. I mean, technically it could be Trump. He could just give all the money to himself. But anyways, regarding those payments, Gavin Newsom said, all right, bet I'm going to put a 100% tax on those payouts. Yep. And when I read that, I was like, this is the smartest thing I've ever seen. Like, damn. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. So Reuters, California to impose 100% tax on Trump's January 6th slush fund, governor says. California will impose a 100% tax on payments distributed under the Trump administration's nearly $1.8 billion fund for victims of alleged political weaponization, the state's Governor Gavin Newsom announced on Wednesday. One thing I think we're going to try to do is tax 100% anyone from California who receives any of those funds. We want to tax 100% of these proceeds, and that's an action that the state of California can take, Newsom said. It's an action we look forward to taking. Now, I want to pause right here. Any other Democratic governors or even Republicans that pretend they have a problem with this, you should immediately be doing the same. In your own states, you should be passing legislation, signing bills to tax 100% of whatever is paid out here, okay? Like, if you're going to sit here and LARP as a Republican, like, maybe this is a little bit too far for me, then do something about it. And same with all the other Democrats, and same with the Democrats around the country. That's just a given. Like, I shouldn't even have to, like, tell you to do this. You should, like, as soon as Gavin Newsom said this, you should have been like, all right, we got to do this now in my state. Anyways, moving on, Trump pardoned more than 1,500 January 6th defendants last year. Some now have begun to calculate the cost of their prosecution, jail time, and business loss in the hope of compensation for what they regard as abuses by the Justice Department under former President Joe Biden. You know what? I think we should compensate all these January 6ers. We should give them housing, maybe some food, maybe some rec time every now and then. They should be in prison is what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. They should be in prison. And I will go 10 toes down on that. Democrats and some Republicans have questioned the legality of the fund as well as part of the settlement forever, barring the IRS from auditing past tax claims by Trump. That's one thing that is also insane. So as far as Trump himself, his relatives, any of his businesses, they can no longer be taxed. You can't audit them. You can't tax them. Not even like you can't look at anything in the past, anything in the future. Absolutely insane. One of the biggest cases of corruption that I have ever seen. Like you couldn't even write fiction about this. Like you can't make this up. Anyways, the fund could potentially compensate someone who assaulted a police officer, admitted their guilt, got convicted, got pardoned, and now we're going to pay them for that? That's absurd, said Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina. All right, Tom Tillis, maybe you should hop off that mega bandwagon then and urge your governor in North Carolina, to, I don't know, maybe do what Gavin Newsom is doing. So, with that being said, I'm no fan of California Governor Gavin Newsom. He had decent moments in the beginning of Trump's second term where it seemed like he was the really only, like, one of the few Democrats that were actually fighting. His press office had like several viral hits of them mocking Trump, basically like tweeting like Trump tweets. But at the end of the day, he is a standard corporate Democrat. He is blue MAGA. He is standing in opposition right now to a billionaire tax in California. He's vetoed universal health care bills in California. And he's personally went around and dismantled homeless encampments. Like, there is a reason why we call him gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom, gruesome Gavin Newsom. Like, I get it. He's decent looking. He's a good talker. He seems sincere. But like all politicians, you don't need to, you need to look further than how they portray themselves. You need to actually look at their policy. You need to look at their actions. It just not how they like their character is or how they portray themselves, because like policy is what matters here. Anyways, I will, however, give him and any other Democrat credit when they do seriously fight against this fascist authoritarian government. And again, this is something every Democratic governor should do, and any Republican that is also pretending to care about this. They should absolutely be doing the same thing. Like, what do you have to lose? You afraid that these January 6ers or these fraudsters are going to move out of your state? Oh, no. Oh, no. So yeah, again, I have many problems with Gavin Newsom, but when someone actually stands up to this fascist government, I have to give them credit. Anyways, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.